Shotting up a stick float, what could be simpler? For the beginner, it's a daunting prospect. What sort of shot do you need? How do you do it? What's the best way to do it? Let's keep it simple. You need basically 3 sizes of shot. Number 4 non-toxic, number 6 non-toxic, and number 8 lead shot. To start stick float fishing, probably something, a standard stick float, not an alloy stem, taking about 5 number 4, it should be marked up, is a good starting point. If you were to take 4 number 4, a number 6 and a number 8, put 1 number 4 right under the float, string out the next 3 number 4s, a number 6 just above the hook length, which is 22 inches in my case, and then a number 8 on the hook length about 10 to 12 inches from the hook, and say this is all set to 5 foot depth. The shot are sort of getting on for a foot apart, nice and simple, it'll cast easily, it will run through the swim, very basic stuff. If we're catching on the drop, we might reduce that float to a 5 number 6 float and string out number 6s, and the last 2 shot being either 8s or an 8 and a 10. So we've got 4 number 6s, a 10 and an 8. Same sort of thing, very simple. Those different rigs give different presentation, and we can vary it some more. If we substitute the tin shot for number 8s and a lead number 8 is 0.06, a tin number 4 is 0.17, we see that 3 number 8s are fractionally more than a number 4, and the number 6 tin shot somewhere in between, about 0.11 roughly. So 2 number 8s are slightly more than a number 6. What that means is if we take our 5 number 4 float and do it with just lead shot, we need something like 14 number 8s, which is quite fiddly, but keen match anglers like the precision, the finesse that they get from the smaller shot. They can bunch the number 8s in 2s and 3s if they want. They seem to, the float will go through the water better for some reason. It just feels right, and that extra confidence, that better presentation means better catches. Taken to extremes, you can end up with very complex rigs taking, with the bigger floats, over 20-25 shot, which takes a lot of shotting up. Some people like to make up the rigs at home like a pole rig, put them on winders with the float as well, or even without the float. So the made up rig is attached, they thread the float on the main line, then do a loop to loop method with the shot on it, and then add a hook length on the other end and put the final shot on the hook length. That's one way to do it. I don't bother with that, I just make them up on the riverbank as I go along. With the Allerton alloy sticks, a quite common pattern, instead of the shirt button of spreading out all the shot at regular intervals, is to have a bulk, or a mini bulk. So a 6 number 4 float would have 4 number 4 bulk, say 2.5 foot from the hook, and then the remainder of the shot's broken down into number 8, say 2 number 8s together, and then 2 more number 8s below that, spread out, and that's the rig, the bulk plus droppers. You can substitute a very small Olivet, tungsten Olivet, instead of the bulk of number 4s, say a ½ gram one, according to how many number 4s you're trying to do, whatever that equivalent is. We're talking 0.4 of a gram, 0.5, 0.6, maybe even 0.7. That's quite a neat way of fishing. It will fish differently to the tin number 4s, and certainly worth considering. And if you can use the ones with the tungsten olivettes with the silicon tube inserts, and you can put a bristle in there to hold it in place, you don't even need number 8s to hold it in place. It won't slide around then. In the next video, I'm going to look more at getting on the riverbank, casting, controlling the line at the reel, some of the challenges of a downstream wind, and actually catch some fish on a stick float. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Please tick likes if you do. Please subscribe to the channel. There's going to be a lot more videos coming over the coming weeks and months. Thanks for watching.